I still remember the sound of the garbage can lid slamming shut. The laughter. My little brother's muffled panic from inside the plastic barrel. And the worst part? Everyone thought I was the monster. By the next morning, my cousin learned exactly what happens when you mess with the wrong brothers. If you've ever been blamed for something you didn't do, if you've ever watched someone bully someone smaller and get away with it, hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready. Because this might be the stinkiest revenge story you've ever heard. The setup: summer, family, and one kid who loved power. Many moons ago, back when summers felt endless, my extended family had this tradition. Once a year, everyone packed up their tents, coolers, and cheap flashlights, and headed into the woods for a full weekend of camping.
No phones.
No internet. Just mosquitoes, campfires, and way too many cousins. I was around 12 at the time. Old enough to feel tough, but still young enough to believe adults always got things right. My little brother was 8. Quiet. Skinny. Always sticking close to me like a shadow. The kind of kid bullies instinctively lock onto. And then there was my cousin Chad. Chad was also about 12, but he carried himself like he owned the entire campground.
Loud. Smug.
Always pushing buttons just to see who would flinch. He didn't mess with me much. But my little brother? Oh, Chad loved messing with him. Calling him names. Shoving him when adults weren't looking. Mocking his voice until my brother stopped talking altogether. I warned him more than once. Knock it off, Chad. He'd just grin. That grin that says, what are you going to do about it? The injustice. A movie scene gone wrong. It happened in the middle of the afternoon. The adults were distracted. Beer cans cracking open, someone arguing about burgers. The sound of laughter drowning out everything else. I turned just in time to see Chad grab my brother. Before I could even shout, he lifted him clean off the ground and shoved him into a large garbage can. Plastic.
Deep.
The kind with a heavy lid. The lid slammed shut. My brother started yelling from inside.
Panicked. Crying.
My heart dropped straight into my stomach. I sprinted over, grabbing the lid, trying to pull it open. The thing tipped. I struggled. It probably looked chaotic. And then, hey, my aunts and uncles rushed over. What are you doing? Why would you do that to your own brother? Are you out of your mind? I froze. No, he didn't. Chad put him in there. Chad stood behind them, arms crossed, wearing that same stupid grin. I didn't touch him, he said calmly. And just like that, the story was written. I was the bad guy, the older brother bullying the little one. I tried to explain. My brother tried to, but he was crying, panicking, and no one listened. They pulled my brother out. They lectured me. And Chad?
Not a word said to him.
That was the moment something snapped inside me. The turning point. Silent rage. That night, my brother and I sat in our tent. The nylon walls glowed faintly from the campfire outside. Crickets chirped. People laughed like nothing had happened. My brother whispered, "They think you did it." I clenched my fists. I know. I felt helpless. Invisible. Like the truth didn't matter. Only who told it first. That's when my brother reached into his backpack and pulled out the fart bombs. We stared at each other. Then we smiled. The plan, simple, silent, perfect. If you've never seen a fart bomb, here's how it works. A small sealed bag inside a bigger one. You squeeze until the inner bag pops. Vinegar mixes with baking soda plus something evil. The smell? Rotten eggs.
Death. Pure suffering.
We didn't say much. We didn't need to. We just nodded. Tomorrow morning. Early. The execution. Revenge at dawn. We woke up before the sun. The campground was quiet. Just fog rolling between tents and the crackle of dying embers. We moved like ninjas. Barefoot. Holding our breath. Chad's tent sat a short distance away. I gently unzipped it. Just a crack. My brother looked at me. I nodded.
Pop. Pop.
The bombs inflated instantly. We tossed them inside. Zipped the tent.
And ran.
The payoff. Justice smells like sulfur. The scream came maybe 30 seconds later. A sound so raw, so panicked, it echoed through the trees. Chad burst out of the tent gagging, coughing, dry heaving. What is wrong with this tent? Adults rushed over. Someone shouted, "It smells like a sewer exploded." Chad was furious, humiliated. His tent, unusable. No one blamed us. No one even suspected. My brother stood next to me, grinning. For the first time all weekend, he wasn't scared. Chad avoided us the rest of the trip.
No green. No yolks.
Just quiet. And every time he caught a whiff of sulfur from his ruined tent, he remembered. Sometimes justice doesn't come from adults. Sometimes it comes from siblings who refuse to stay silent. And sometimes it smells really, really bad. If this revenge made you smile, hit that like button. Subscribe for more stories where karma shows up right on time. And tell us in the comments, what's the pettiest revenge you've ever seen? Because trust me, this isn't the last one.